Well, howdy. Well, I just got home from shopping, and the USPS guy had just dropped this off. And, well, I just figured since it says it's from Head Stamp Publishing, I have an idea what it is. I ordered it about a year ago. A little over a year, come to think of it. Anyway, I wanted to say something. The other day, when I posted the thing about that L's revolver I have, I've got some really good comments from people on how to deal with it. A fellow over on BitChute gave me a good heads up on techniques for dealing with a stuck screw. And also a fellow who goes by Wild Snapper, or Snapper's Antique Firearms Unlimited on YouTube. Good channel, by the way. Suggested some things. Well, I would try them, but it's still cold up here in the Northwest. And today it is raining cats and dogs, and I haven't even taken the groceries into the house yet because I can't go out and open the trunk and get them out without being drenched and having the trunk drenched. So instead, I decided I'd just open this up. Oh, and if Firearms Addict is following me or watching, this is a Western W77 knife. This is what's normally in my pocket. This is the sheath. This is the knife. I love these things. It's a, if you're not familiar with Head Stamp, by the way, I first ran into them when Ian McCollum published a book. And this is the latest from Head Stamp. And it's lovely. Oh, look at that. Swords of the Emperors. This is about Japanese swords from 1873 to 1945. Now, what people don't realize is when the Meiji restoration started, the Japanese realized that they were way behind the Europeans in many things, including dealing with military. Well, they've decided to follow the German military traditions. Bismarck really impressed them, I guess. Anyway, they went and they mimicked the English when it came to railroads, the French when it came to wines, and the Germans when it came to military. And when they ran into the Russians and had a little bit of a disagreement with them, the Tsar discovered that these little Asian fellows are rather formidable and not something you want to mess with. I'm taking this plastic off of here, and hopefully we'll get it all unwrapped. This is a lovely looking book. This is now my 5th book by Head Stamp on my shelf. And I'm still waiting for the 6th to show up, the Basilisk book. Sounds like a good thing. Anyway, this is Swords of the Emperors. And I guess you'll find out about it as I do. It's all about, now you know about the Japanese swords, the wakizashi, the katana, and the tanto, the three main swords of the Japanese. But what you don't realize is that when they took over the German traditions of martial stuff, they also mimicked Japanese, the swords of the Germans. So here we have sabers, various sabers, and look at the work on that. This is not so much talking about the blades as the fittings on all of these. And this is just, it's like a beautiful art book. The one thing I say about Head Stamp is they just do a wonderful job of the pictures and the text. And this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, it looks like I'm going to be busy for a while reading. Police, civil defense, fire departments, and railway swords. The various... Now there's a standard katana. Oh God, it's a beautiful one too. God, that's beautiful. I have some cheap mall knife store katanas, wakizashi, and tanto that I bought at a gun sale recently, and they're okay. No, they're not. They're crap. They're absolute crap. But they're there to show the example of type. But this is gorgeous. John Plimpton is the author of it, and I saw a video of him about a year, maybe 2 years ago, in which Ian was interviewing him, and well, there's the fellow, and he was discussing what he was doing with this book, and looked pretty cool. So I put into the Kickstarter so that I could get a copy, and it took a little while, but here it is, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this is a beautiful book. Now, I like books, but beautiful books I like even more.